Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. What I have here is a Nintendo Switch. This is a Nintendo Switch Lite, and it has no backlight. The original problem that happened is I had got this one fixed already. I replaced the M92 chip. So that was replaced. And I think I replaced this ribbon cable right here. That little guy. Let me make sure. Hold on. No, maybe it wasn't this one. Oh wait, maybe it was. So anyway, I had this one working. I installed it in this little guy. Well, it turns out that this has a bad display. When I plugged it up, it burned the backlight out. Now it's not the actual backlight that burned out, but it's more of a little chip that I got to replace. I've done maybe 6 or 7 of these guys already of the backlight chip not working. And what it is, it just entails this little black chip right here. And I'm gonna show y'all how I do this, because this is not an easy chip to take out. This little guy. Oh, and I made another repair up here. I had a little corrosion, so I exposed some of the copper, and I just made some new leads. Anyway, now I got this issue, so I gotta take this little piece out, put a new one in, and get this working again. So anyway, ain't nothing to it but to do it. So let's get this thing going. had to change my angle a little bit because the first one I did mess up. What you're supposed to do is you're supposed to put a very thin layer of flux, but let it be a little thick at the same time. That way you can place your chip. You place your chip, and the flux is supposed to be like kind of like that. You see how it's a little thick? It's very thin, but it's a little thick. So you place your chip, you put your heat underneath, and the chip will go into its place. So I'm just gonna test it out real quick, make sure it's on there good. Yep, it's on there good. So I got a good solid connection. It's in place. So this chip is just a fraction bigger than the other one. So as long as this is dead center with this cap, and then this is aligned with the end of this cap right here, you're in, and you're set. And that's how I replace these chips. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna clean up the board, make sure I get all that flux off, and test it out. So give me a few seconds, and I will change my camera angle and start cleaning this area with a little toothbrush, and then test it out on a working a known working display. I will not be using the other one. I will replace that bad LCD. I can't believe the LCD actually made my this chip go bad. So anyways, yeah, let me get it out and let me clean it up. Okay, so here we go. Let's see if my work paid off. There it is. Man, I'm so glad. Jeez. So I was really, because I've worked on this board. This is the third time I work on it. The second time it was corrosion. And then I think it was an N92 chip. And it just really upset me when I stuck it in this one. And the LCD actually burned. So be careful, y'all. Look, and I'll show y'all real quick. There is nothing wrong. I didn't see anything wrong with it. But the ribbon cable is totally fine. Except for maybe that one little thing right there, which I don't know if that may have caused the issue. But I thought this was okay. But you know, there was nothing wrong. I felt that there was nothing wrong with this LCD. But when I stuck that board in here, it just didn't light up, and I was like, man, what's going on? So I put another Nintendo Switch here. And I noticed that switch was flashing. It was like the backlight will go out and will come back on and off, on and off, on and off. And then I thought it was this board over here, so I replaced this board and I re-put it in. And no. So I took out the one that was working in here, which was this one, and I put that one in this one, and it worked fine. So it turns out that if you notice anything funky with these LCD screens, it will burn out your backlight chip or your backlight for your Nintendo Switch Lite. So anyway, I hope this has been helpful to y'all, and I hope y'all are wary of. I don't know how to tell if that's a bad LCD. All I know is that it's gonna burn out my. If I put another one in there, it's gonna burn it out. So I'm swapping that LCD out. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful to y'all. If you have any questions regarding what I just did, feel free to send me a message, and I appreciate y'all. Anyway, I'll catch you on the next one. See y'all.